Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's MLB slate on Friday, July the 25th. We got a full slate of games on Friday, and I've got some early player props I do like for this slate. Taking a first look at the board on Thursday night, recording this video the night before. Got 3 plays I like. Taking a first look at the board, we're going to break down these 3 plays, and we're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure to go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play your first $5 lineup. You're going to get $50 worth of free lineups instantly added to your account. This is an easy way to kickstart your bankroll on Prizepicks. Use the free lineups that they give you. Hopefully you'll win some money off those free lineups, and again, you can start to build up that bankroll on Prizepicks. But again, make sure to sign up. Use that code NOAH if you have not yet. And then also, I do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper, because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You guys can go sign up for Sleeper. Use promo code NOAH over there, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. So whatever you put in on that first deposit, Sleeper will match it up to $100. You want to put in $100, they'll give you an additional $100 to play with. So now you have a $200 bankroll, kind of to work with, and hopefully you can build that up over on Sleeper. But if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they're a DFS Pick'em app. They're very similar to Prizepicks and all the other DFS Pick'em apps that you see around the industry. You just pick more or less on player projections. You put out your lineup. You can do up to an 8-pick lineup on Sleeper. You can mix and match boards. You can win up to 100x your money. Again, guys, check them out. If you have not yet, download the Sleeper app and use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about some plays that I like for today on Friday. Now, recapping our plays from Thursday's video. So at the time I'm recording this video on Thursday night, one of our plays, the game has not ended yet. The game actually just started like 30 minutes ago. We took Nolan Schanuel under 0.5 hitter strikeouts. So far in his first at bat, he got an RBI single, so he didn't strike out in his first at bat. But we'll see how that goes. That game still got a while to go. I'm recording this video around 10:30 Eastern time, so all the games haven't finished yet. But again, with me being on the East Coast, I don't want to stay up till like 2 a.m. to record these videos, so I kind of just record them when I can. Figured I'd go ahead and get the video done now, even though technically one of our plays from the night before is not over yet. We'll see if it hits. Hopefully it does. But we did also pair that with a play that did hit. We took Nick Kurtz over 6.5 fantasy score, which did hit. That game is about to finish up, but Kurtz went well over his fantasy score. But yeah, hopefully Schanuel doesn't strike out, because we took him under 0.5 strikeouts, and if that hits, there'll be a 4-0 run for us, because we hit both of our plays on Wednesday, and our 2 plays for Thursday. Right now we're 1-0 with 1 play pending. We'll see if it hits or not. But we got 3 plays for Friday, guys, and let's try and hit all 3 of these plays. So the first prop that I like for Friday is going to be a strikeouts prop, and we're going to take Joey Wentz for more than 3.5 strikeouts. Now, Joey Wentz has kind of bounced around some teams this year. He was on the Pirates, and then I think he got picked up by the Twins, and then he got claimed off waivers by the Braves. So now he's on the Braves. He's made he's been in 2 outings with the Braves. I don't think he started in both of those outings, but he's been coming out. I'm pretty sure he's been used out of the bullpen. He might have started his last game. Honestly, I can't remember, but he did go 4 innings in his last game against the Yankees, threw 59 pitches, had 2 strikeouts. That's not the easiest matchup for strikeouts. And then he did go 3 innings, had 6 strikeouts against the Cardinals, threw 50 pitches in that outing. But since getting picked up by the Braves, Joey Wentz has been pitching really well. He's gone 7 scoreless innings in the 2 outings he's been in. His pitch count is not super high, which is my one concern. He topped out at 59 pitches in his last outing. I think we'll be able to get at least like 70 to 75 pitches from Joey Wentz here, and he should be able to go at least like 4, if not 5 innings. He probably won't go like 6 innings unless he's super efficient with his pitch count, but I think he definitely can go 5 innings here. And I think getting a strikeout per inning against this Texas Rangers team is not going to be too difficult for Wentz, because if you look this season, the Rangers have been a pretty high strikeout team against left-handed pitching. If you look at their splits on the season, they have the 6th highest strikeout rate against left-handed pitching this season. And then if you look over the last 30 days, the Rangers have the 4th highest strikeout rate against left-handed pitching. So this is definitely a Rangers team that will strike out. There's plenty of strikeouts available in this matchup. If you look at Joey Wentz this season, he's not a pitcher that has shown a lot of strikeout upside because he only has a 19.1% strikeout rate, which ranks in the 28th percentile, so well below league average. But if you look at his chase rate, his whiff rate, both his chase rate and his whiff rate are way higher than his strikeout rate. So that kind of indicates that Wentz could be due for some positive strikeout regression because he's getting a lot of chases, he's getting some whiffs, he's just not really getting a lot of strikeouts. But when you're getting whiffs and chases, that typically leads to strikeouts because obviously to get strikeouts, you need to get batters to chase your pitches outside the strike zone. You need to get batters to swing and miss at your pitches. And Wentz has been getting that 67th percentile in chase percentage this year, 42nd percentile in whiff percentage, but he's only in the 28th percentile in K percentage. So I think there's definitely some positive strikeout regression coming for Joey Wentz, and it could definitely come here in this matchup against the Rangers, who again have been a high strikeout team against left-handed pitching this season. So I think this is a pretty good spot for Joey Wentz. I do like him for more than 3.5 strikeouts. Now, our next play for today is going to be in that game. We're going to look at a hitter fantasy score prop, and we're going to take a look at Ronald Acuna Jr., 5.5 hitter fantasy score. I like the over here as well, so more than 5.5 fantasy score on Acuna. Now, I was very surprised when I first saw this line. Now, if we look at the matchup here, going up against Nathan Eovaldi is expected to be pitching. He's going to be pitching for the Rangers today. That is definitely not a great matchup. Eovaldi is a really good pitcher. He's been really good this season. But Ronald Acuna Jr. is like one of the best hitters in the league, if not, he's like a top 3 hitter in the league right now. You almost never see him with a 5.5 fantasy score line. So I think this is actually an error by Prizepicks. I am very, very confident this line is going to bump at least a couple points. If you look at his teammates, Matt Olson has a 6 fantasy score line, Drake Baldwin 5 fantasy score line, Jurickson Profar 6 fantasy score line. It is very rare. You almost never see Acuna, you almost never see like Olson and Profar have a higher line than Acuna. So I think this is definitely an error on Prizepicks' part. I think this line should probably be like 7.5 or 8.5. I think 5.5 is just way too low. Again, the matchup is not the best, so it wouldn't be surprising if Acuna goes 0 for 4 today. Even the best hitters in the league can go 0 for 4 any game. But Acuna's splits this year against right-handed pitching have still been incredible. You look at his numbers against right-handed pitching this season. Really, really high average, 343 average. He's been great against right-handed pitching. You look at his other numbers, on-base percentage, 446. So he's getting on base a ton. 657 slugging, so he's hitting for power against right-handed pitching. OPS over 1,000, 314 ISO, 203 WRC+. Now, Nathan Eovaldi has been really tough on right-handed hitters. Right-handed hitters are only hitting 176 off Eovaldi this year, but obviously Ronald Acuna Jr. is not your average right-handed hitter. He's one of the best, if not the best, right-handed hitter in the league. He's right up there with Aaron Judge. So I think still, even despite the matchup against Nathan Eovaldi here being a bit tougher, Acuna is just too good of a hitter for him to have a 5.5 fantasy score line. Like I said, I'm very confident this line is going to bump at least a couple points. I think this is an error on Prizepicks' part. You should almost never see Acuna with a 5.5 fantasy score line. I don't care who's pitching. I don't care if it's prime Jacob deGrom. Acuna should never have a 5.5 fantasy score line. And he could, like I said, he could very well go out there and go 0 for 4 today, and this play loses. But this is one of those plays I'll take every single time when you give me this line. At 5.5, even despite the matchup. So that's what I like as our second play for today. Ronald Acuna Jr., more than 5.5 hitter fantasy score. And then our third and final play is going to be another strikeouts prop. We're going to look at Logan Webb, 5.5 strikeouts, and I also like the over here on Logan Webb. So Logan Webb, prior to his last start against the Blue Jays, has shown pretty good strikeout upside lately. Had 6 Ks against the Dodgers, 6 against the Athletics, 7 against Arizona, 6 against Miami. He only had 1 strikeout against Toronto in his last start, but it wasn't surprising to see Webb struggle to get strikeouts because Toronto this season has been one of the toughest teams to strike out. And if you actually look against right-handed pitching this season, pretty sure Toronto has the second lowest strikeout rate, if I recall. Or no, they're actually the lowest. So Toronto does have the lowest strikeout rate in the league this year against right-handed pitching, only 17.2%. So it wasn't surprising to see Webb only have 1 strikeout. Obviously, 1 strikeout was a little surprising, but it wasn't surprising to see him struggle to get strikeouts in his last start. This matchup against the Mets is not the easiest for strikeouts, but it's not the worst either. If you look this season, the Mets, they rank 22nd, so they have a 20.8% K rate against right-handed pitching, which does rank bottom 10 in the league. However, if you look at a more recent sample, if you look over the last month, over the last 30 days, the Mets rank top 10 in strikeout rate against right-handed pitching, 22.4% K percentage versus right-handed pitching over the last 30 days. So this Mets team has been striking out a lot more as of late, and Logan Webb has been really good from a strikeout standpoint this year. His strikeout rate is a career high this season, 25.8%. He's been striking out a lot of batters this year. Or actually, it's not a career high. It was a career high until probably his last start where he only had 1 K. His career high K percentage is 26.5%, but this year his strikeout rate is not far off from his career high 25.8% this season, career high 26.5%. But you look at like his whiff rate, his chase rate, like he's been getting a lot of chases this year, 67th percentile in chase percentage. Whiff rates about league average, 24.5%. K percentage close to 26%. He's been getting a lot of strikeouts this year, has shown good swing and miss stuff. And also, throughout his career, Logan Webb has been really good at home. If you look at like his career numbers at home, his ERA, I'm pretty sure his strikeout rate is also higher for his career at home. I'm going to actually take a look at that real quick. So at home in his career, 23.4% K percentage, on the road, 21.2%. So it does have a slightly higher strikeout rate at home than he does on the road, but his ERA has always been much lower at home for his career, 2.7 ERA at home, 4.05 on the road. So he's done a better, much better job at not giving up runs at home. Teams are not hitting him as hard at home. Like he's only given up a 243 average at home, whereas on the road it's 260. Just overall been a really good pitcher at home throughout his career. Like the matchup here against the Mets, who have been striking out a little bit more as of late. Gonna trust what I've seen from Logan Webb this year. Again, just the strikeout stuff has been climbing for him. It looks a lot better than what it has been in previous seasons. Webb, throughout his career, he's kind of been a pitch to contact guy. Like he's been a guy that gets a lot of ground balls. He induces soft contact. Well, now this season we're starting to see Webb be more of a strikeout guy, get more Ks, get more swings and misses, and hopefully that trend continues here in this matchup against the Mets. So we got 3 plays today, guys, for Friday. Let's see if we can go 3-0 and hit all 3 of these plays. As always, I do appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos, supporting the content that I put out here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button down below if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button as well. And again, if you guys don't have an account on Prizepicks, make sure to go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH. When you play $5, you'll get $50 worth of free lineups instantly added to your account. Easy way to kickstart your bankroll on Prizepicks. Again, check them out if you have not yet, and use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. But that's all that I got for this slate on Friday night, guys. Let's see if we can hit all 3 of these plays and make some money tonight. Again, appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.